If you saw last week's video, you know I drove from northern Idaho to Florida to help volunteer with hurricane cleanup. Today is my 5th and last day volunteering, so I thought you can come along with me. But as I get ready this morning, I will give you a recap how my other days went. And I have been sleeping in a Cracker Barrel parking lot for the last week, so this is my morning view. It's also next to a Holiday Inn. The Cracker Barrel is on the other side, right there. It is starting to get a little toasty in here, so I'm gonna start the car while I finish getting ready. Hopefully the leaf blower isn't too loud. Let me just start off with I am volunteering with Samaritan Purse. I found this group because I had a few people comment on my TikTok videos recommending them, and for me, I felt like they were the best fit. They align with my values, and I know that they are a reliable group of people. I will be leaving all information in the description if you want to just take a look at it, because there are multiple areas right now, and I'm personally at the Tampa St. Petersburg location, which is funny because it's the Canadian group that came down and was in charge of this. I'll get into that a little bit later. So I've personally been doing half days, so I go in the afternoon. You can do full days, you can do half days, you could work one day and be done. You can work a week. They do also offer overnight where you can stay at the church and they feed you. The reason why I didn't do that is because it was already filled up. Another thing is I would personally rather sleep in my vehicle. On everybody's first day, you have to do an orientation. So when I got there, I checked in. She gave me a piece of paper. I filled it out. I had to leave the top portion because during the orientation, you initial as you go. But then she gave me a shirt, and then I had to write my name in Sharpie on it, so I went and changed into that. And honestly, it is nice having the name in Sharpie and not like some type of teeny badge, because when you're working, it's just so much easier to see someone's name in black Sharpie on an orange shirt. We watched a video, they went over the safety rules, we initialed. After that, we went back to the check-in desk. They handed us a team lead's name, number, and address, so I'm not going to show you that paper because that's personal information. I started to drive to the first location, and that's when I started to see everything. There are giant sand piles, and overall just so much of people's lives sitting on the curb in these huge piles. And it's definitely interesting to see during this process of cleaning up because you're throwing away everything. Overall, the type of work we do is pick up debris, take off the drywall up to where the water line goes. We get the nails out, we get the baseboards out, we take out kitchen cabinets. We basically gut it up until that water line. We go in and spray chemicals, and there are houses where you get on a roof. So we do a variety of things, but we're just there to clean up. So the first day I didn't really get many clips just because I didn't know how things worked and I didn't want to be on my phone. That first house was just picking up debris on the outside and emptying the shed. The house was already gutted and everything was taken out. Water got up to 4 feet and the shed was packed with a lot of personal items and just bins filled with sewage water. And then the second day, the house that I worked at, I was part of the process of gutting it, taking the nails out, cleaning up, and then spraying the shock chemicals on the support beams. Yeah, so that was day 2. Real quick, since I still need to get ready, let's move up to the front and do my hair. Since I'm gonna do 2 French braids, I need space and I can't do my hair back there. But also my middle part isn't really in the middle, so I need to fix that. For some reason, wait, where did it go? I lost the baggie. Where did I set the baggie down? No! This is why you can't set things down, because where did I set it? Found it. Trying to split my hair in the back when I don't have a mirror. So this is what I do. I try my best. I take my phone. I start recording and I look at the back of my head. And then I look at the video and see, yep, that's not it. So I have to try again. I would say it usually takes me anywhere from 3 to 10 tries to get it as straight as possible. So I will not bore you with this. I'll be back when I have it parted. To add another thing on today too, it was pretty muggy, so on top of sweating, my hair was looking crazy frizzy at the end. Of course, I went to Planet Fitness after, but oh wait, let me stop this from moving. I think we're good now. On day 3, I started later because I didn't realize I needed to check in at the church. I was just texting the team lead and I didn't know any different just because that's what I did on day 2. The team lead that I had the first 2 days was going back to Canada. I got a new team lead, and by the time I got to where that group was, they were on the roof. They were basically done. They picked up everything on the outside. They were just hammering tarps down to the roof. We couldn't start the gutting process in that house. I did get a few video clips because you can see where the water line was, just the damage from the water in general. We couldn't start gutting it because they needed to get another round of insurance photos. Really didn't do much. I felt bad. I'm not gonna lie. That day I felt bad because I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't really do anything. We did end up driving to another person's house just to check it out because that's the house that they were gonna go back to in the morning, and I don't go into the mornings. I decided to go and see it anyways. I actually went on the roof for that one. I didn't do much on day 3 and I felt really bad. But day 3 is when I found out the group that's based in Tampa and St. Petersburg is actually a group that came down from Canada because there's so many disaster spots in the US. They needed more supplies. They have a Samaritan's Purse in Canada and they came down. And the thing is, because I was talking to this girl named Michelle and she was talking about fires and she said Jasper, and there's a huge fire happening in Wyoming right now. So she's telling everybody about fires, and later I go up to her, I'm like, oh, so you're from Wyoming? And she goes, no, Canada. And I go, there are so many Canadians here. And that's when I found out that the leaders of this group are Canadian, which is so cool. And it was so awesome and nice for a bunch of them to come down from Canada and help out. Day 3 was a little bit of a flop, but I learned a lot more. This is my first time doing anything like this, and my hair's in this giant knot right now. So I may not have been really hands-on, but I got educated more about Samaritan's Purse. All right, we're almost done. This is just stuff. One side done, and last one to go. Now day 4. Day 4, I felt like I did the most out of all the days. You know, I know how things work now. I went to the church, I got the team lead's name, number, and I went to the address. They were in the process of taking stuff out of the house so we could gut it. We crushed it. We got a lot done, and I was in charge of taking out the baseboards. I wouldn't say I did all of them because there's other people that came by and started doing some as well, but I got the baseboards out. People were ripping up the flooring. We had people cleaning up while we were pulling everything. I did get a few video clips. I also took some of the door frames, and I got a video clip of me in the mirror, and you can see the wall is still there. And then this next clip, you'll see that it is completely gutted, and we obviously cleaned up as we were going. Someone in Samaritan's Purse came by with a cooler of popsicles, so I did have a little popsicle break. There was absolutely no power in this place, so we had no air conditioning. I didn't get a video clip of this, but the mold had mold. I mean, by now it's been 3 weeks and the water was up 3 to 4 feet. We were required to wear an N95 mask through this house. I was sweating. I got a workout in. Another thing too, at each job site, we take a group photo with the homeowner, but this one, the homeowner wanted a photo of us, and then I'm like, here, why don't you get in? So I took a photo of the homeowner in the group. I have none of those photos, and I probably will never have any of those photos, but that's okay. I would share with you if I had them. Hair's officially done. Hopefully it looks good, but I'm gonna get dressed and I'm gonna make my way to either a Starbucks or Dunkin' because I'm gonna charge my Jackery and I'm gonna get some work done on my laptop. I just finished up up Dunkin'. I got myself an iced chai tea latte with almond milk, and then I also got a sourdough breakfast sandwich, and it had eggs, bacon, and cheese in it, and it was really good. I got some of my work done. I let my Jackery charge. I let my laptop charge, and then I also got changed into my shirt. But I'm gonna start making my way over there now. And I just want to make it clear, I'm not going to be full on vlogging, but I will try my best. Also, I probably smell in this shirt. I made it to the church. I went inside, I checked in. She needed to get the address, so I went to the bathroom while she did that. And while I was looking in the mirror, I didn't realize I have a giant cut on my nose. That's cool. When I got out of the bathroom, the address was ready to go. I'm gonna be with the same lead as I was yesterday. By the time I get there, they're probably gonna be packing up. I'll show you some of the houses while we're driving in that area. I will say I'm not gonna be taking this camera and vlogging, but I will do how I did at the beginning of this video. I'm there to do a job. I'm not there to just sit and record. I should probably put something on this cut. I don't know when I got it. I must have scratched myself last night. I have no idea. Look at this. This house is insane. I'm gonna be coming up to the house that we were at yesterday, but I'll just show you some of the stuff. Stop dumping your stuff here. Dang. Make BCI great again. But yeah, this is what a lot of developments look like. And it's just crazy to see. Okay, I'm actually done for today. When I arrived to the house, I finished helping clear out the backyard, and then I went inside. I started pulling nails that were sticking out too much, and ones that weren't fully sticking out, I just hammered back in. I followed someone who was spraying the shock, and I used the brush, and then we waited to see if there was another address, and we went over to the house, and that person didn't need our help anymore. So yeah, we were free to go. We had a short day, but everything got done. Another thing Samaritan Purse does is once you're fully done with the house, everybody writes something in the Bible, and then it's given to the homeowner. At the end, we circle up, team lead presents the Bible to the homeowner, and then we pray. It's kind of how everything's done. I'm going to drive around a little bit and see. There's a few spots where there's boats up on the shore. There's some boats tipped over, but it's so hard to try to pull off and get a shot of those. Crazy times, crazy times. There's so much. It is never ending. Just piles and piles and piles. It's so sad. Here's some more. Everything just getting ripped out. Look at this tree. Just completely out of the ground. That's insane. Okay, my camera can't zoom in all the way, so I'm gonna go on my phone, but if you see the boat, you see the boat. Look at that thing, it's just nosedive down. Alright, this is gonna be the last thing I show you because it's starting to all look the same, but there's these giant sand piles. Isn't this just crazy? All of it is insane. I completely forgot I was filming. I got to Planet Fitness, got my things together, hopped in the shower. My hair is still like drenched, but while I'm still sitting in this parking lot, since traffic is still bad, I'm gonna make myself a peanut butter sandwich, and I'm also gonna have a peach cup. Here is my 5-star meal, along with a side of peach cup. It is the next day, and this video goes up tomorrow. And this morning I went to Starbucks. I worked for 3 hours. I would have gone to the library, but they didn't open till 10, and I just didn't want to wait on that, so I decided to go to Starbucks. And when I go into a Starbucks or Dunkin', I just feel obligated to buy something. So I noticed they added pumpkin chai to their menu. I decided to get a pumpkin chai, and I also got a banana loaf. When she rung me up, it said 18, and I was just like, dang, I'm never gonna get the pumpkin pumpkin chai again because why was that so expensive? I didn't really think too deep into it because I needed to go to the bathroom so bad. So I went to the bathroom, I came back out, got my working station all set up. Then she comes to bring me the banana loaf and she goes, I am so sorry. I accidentally rung you up. She was also doing the drive-through orders. She heard the word tomato, so she selected one of the sandwiches and she was like, I just refunded you. Don't worry about it. So I ended up getting a free pumpkin chai and banana loaf. And I told her, I was like, I can still pay for it. She's like, just, you're fine. I was like, thank you. And now we're at the beach because we're gonna look for some shark teeth because I am doing another jewelry drop before Christmas. So I want to stock up. I'm at the beach now. I'm gonna change. Okay, hopefully you can hear me because of the wind, but I just came through this fence because usually this road leads down to where I normally go to the beach, and this is usually not sand. This is just crazy because it's usually a paved road. The set of rocks over there, I've had some really good luck. I'm slowly starting to walk back. I literally spoke to you 5 to 10 minutes ago, and within those few short minutes I found these. A lot are broken, but there's a few good ones in here. Actually had quite a bit of luck today, which is good. I have a whole bag filled shark's teeth and some shells, but I'll show you all of them later this evening. I'm not gonna lie, I've been sitting in this beach parking lot for a little bit now. I dusted off as much sand as I could because the water is still not running over here, so I can't rinse off. I'm starving, so I need to get food. I'm just gonna pick up something because this is my last week. I can eat whatever I want, when I want, because in November, I'm starting an animal-based diet, and I'm just overall getting into a health kick, which, since I will be staying at my parents' November and December, in November really focusing on my jewelry business so I can do that drop before Christmas. I decided while I'm there I'm gonna get my health in order because I've not eaten properly in months. In the back of my head I knew I was gonna be doing some sort of diet, so now that it's coming up I'm like ready to do this diet. Like I'm so ready to be in this health kick and get exercises going and have a solid 6-pack again. It's still slightly there, but it's not. And maybe I'll have an 8-pack, who knows? I would have gotten Chipotle, but there's not a Chipotle in this area. I got Taco Bell. I got my normal number 4. It's a Crunchwrap Supreme with no tomatoes or sour cream. It also comes with another taco and a large drink, which I got a Mountain Dew. It's many hours later and I just got done sobbing because obviously editing, and I got to a part where I'm talking about how we take photos with the homeowners and stuff, and Cheryl, this homeowner, was very active taking photos and stuff. Since she was taking photos, I put in my contact and gave her my email, and while I was editing this and I got to that point, I was like, I wonder if she emailed me, but I'm not expecting an email at all because I mean her life is crazy right now. But I decided to check, and what do you know, she emailed me this morning. I'll put the photos on the screen, but this literally made me sob. She said, I really want you to know you are now a very important young lady in my life. We have a bond that can't be broken, love. Please send me your jewelry site. Receiving that confirmed that me driving all the way from northern Idaho to Florida was completely worth it. It's obviously late, so I'm gonna email her back tomorrow. We'll send her my jewelry website, but I'm gonna tell her, don't worry about buying anything. I want to send you something, so that's what I'm gonna do. She really liked this necklace, so I'm going to give her one of these that are on a chain, and then I'll throw something else in there as well. It for sure makes you feel good, and I definitely want to do more volunteering things like this. I feel like this is a good ending point. I know I said I would show you the shark teeth. I'll take a photo of them and put them on the screen, but I need to get this clip done so I can put it in here and I can edit it. And for this next week, we're driving to Arizona, so we're making the trek across the country yet again.